come with me and make the tastiest smoothie in the world. He's even licking his lips, like, for real. It's that good. Okay, as you probably saw from the start of this video, is that I'm making a smoothie. But this is all I have, and there's barely anything left, but it's okay. And then 0 sugar strawberry. But I usually make this to make acai bowls because they're frozen fruit. So I'm like I've been waiting for like 10 minutes. Yeah, I think it's been 10 minutes, yeah. For this to like be less frozen, and it did work, but it's still pretty frozen. So I'm just gonna use a lot of milk and hope that it works. So basically, I could not find the cup or the lid for this Ninja thing. They're literally in the dishwasher and they're dirty. And I don't have time to wait for the dishwasher, so I'm gonna have to clean it. The Ninja cup. This, I literally did an acai bowl on it yesterday, so it shouldn't be that hard. Okay, the reason I didn't show you the lid is because usually whenever I show sharp objects, I get banned from YouTube, or I get banned for a few days. So yeah, and then I'm gonna use this cup. I don't know if I can, so I need to ask my mom that. But this does not fit on it, so I don't think I'm actually gonna use this cup. I think I'm gonna use a different cup. So yeah, I think this one should fit. Yes, but this is my sister's, so I'm gonna have to call my mom and ask if I can use it, because if my sister gets mad at me, I'll just be like, my mom said I could. Let's speed this up. I don't like washing dishes out, but if I want a smoothie, I have to do it. Okay, so I did finish washing them, but I cannot show the lid again because it's sharp, and I will get canceled for that apparently, so I'm using paper towels because I don't have another towel really. So I'm gonna, I did clean the straw. Oh, I need to wash that though. Straw. I'm just gonna let that dry. And the lid, I can't show you that. And then the cup, I just let it sit in like this water to get everything out. There's no more soap, right? Yeah. And I got this, I let it sit in water too, because to get all the soap out again. And I'm gonna cut, I did not know that's all I would need, so I'm gonna use this to dry this stuff off. I did not know I was gonna have to go through all of this just to make an acai bowl. I mean, okay, I keep saying acai bowl because I usually make acai bowls, but this time I'm making a smoothie because I haven't had a smoothie in forever. And the reason I can't just use the frozen fruit without like having to let them sit is because it will turn so thick that I'm like forced to make an acai bowl instead of thing, or else I have to wait for it to melt, but then it just tastes weird when it's melted, even though it's the same thing. I don't know, it's weird. Okay, finally we're done. But now we have to actually do the acai bowl part. Also, I don't wash this lid because then mold gets on it and stuff, but nothing ever gets on the lid, so I don't think I'm gonna use the lid. I think I'm just gonna use the straw, because who even cares, right? So we're gonna use this. Let's do these. Oopsies. Do these. This is a half cup, so yeah. So first, I think I'm gonna start off with this because I put this out first, so it looks so frozen, so yeah. Also, it's harder to blend when it's frozen, especially with this because there's not as much room in this, so it can't like mix around and like, yeah, the lid. Okay, this is supposed to be only pineapple and strawberry, but there's mango in here, or like peaches, I don't know. But now, basically, it's just mango, like that's it. So that's why I'm using those strawberries. So I'm gonna try my best not to get, oh, that was a lot of strawberries, yes. Try my best not to get too much mango because, yeah, I feel like that's good. So I basically did a little bit more than a half cup of that. That's what mine looks like now. Okay, that should work. And then, I don't think I'm gonna use the whole entire half cup of this because I don't know if it'll fit. But I'm just gonna do the half cup. That is not full. Let's do one full half cup and let's just put it in there and see how much will fit. That's as much as I get to fit. Okay, that was a half. I don't want that one. Okay. I don't really think zero sugar strawberries taste any different than normal. I mean, it could taste a little bit different, but I don't know. I was gonna say something, but it's really dumb. I was gonna say it just tastes less sweet, which obviously it's zero sugar. I think this is 1 tablespoon. So we're gonna do that. Guys, math really paid off. I know things now. I used to not know this, which is really dumb because like it literally says it on there. It doesn't say tablespoon, but it like the lettering. Like there's 1 TV SP. So 1 tablespoon. Did I just do 2? I think I did 2. Yeah, 2, 3. That's mostly how much I would do for an ensemble, but we're not doing that. So 4. Trying to get it to get all over. Oh, that was a little bit more. 5. Get all over the strawberries, melt them a bit. 6. So like a little bit more because I did spell a bunch. That's why I'm doing it over this. So I think I'll do like a half there. There we go. Okay, we're gonna put the milk. Oh wait, this is 2% milk, by the way. I don't know what difference that makes, but well, obviously they taste different. Well, usually I actually don't do it with milk. I actually do it with apple juice, but since we're doing a smoothie, I kind of want to do it with milk instead. But I'm not gonna show the blades on this. But this, it doesn't have a hole so that you can use like, pretend this is like a stick, like punch it in and like get all this to go down. Okay, that's pretty frozen because the straw will go through it. The milk on top of the strawberries is frozen. So when I poured the milk in, it went on top of the frozen strawberries, and it literally froze the milk. It froze the milk. Wait, that's so cool though. It is a little bit softer though, so I don't know, I feel like that should work. But I'm trying to get all that out. You know what? It's fine. Whoa. It's foggy now. Okay. Time to blend. Perfect. And just so you know, that is what the sound is supposed to sound like. Yeah, I don't know if like you're like, oh no, that's not something like it blends when it does that. When it doesn't do that, it doesn't really blend. So yeah. Okay, moment of truth. Now we gotta test if it's too thick or not. It's not going down, so I'm thinking it's too thick to be a smoothie. Let's see. Okay, it's thin enough, I think. That's really good. It works. Okay. I also don't want to show the blade, but a bunch of the fruit and stuff gets stuck on that, so I just have to scoop that out. Because look at how much I would have been wasting. I would have been wasting a whole entire spoonful. Yes, I should have just put it in that cup, but oh, okay. Well, I was just talking about how I didn't want to waste all that, and I basically just did waste a bunch of it. Okay, okay, that's as much as I can save. These counters are clean, by the way. I know some of you were like, oh my God, don't do that. Your counter is not clean. Also, if you just saw something on this, it's because I didn't rip it and I put here. I don't know. I had my spoon right here, but I forgot to rip it, so I tried to rip that really quick. Let's test the plop. You're about to see what I mean by the plop. That's not gonna fit. No, that's gonna plop everywhere. Never mind. I was gonna plop it in and see how thick it is, if it'll go down right away or not, but if I did that, it would have spilled everywhere. Also, I'm not doing a flip test like the if you know, you know the girl. Usually it works, but since I tried to make this like a smoothie, not on a table, the flip test, it's gonna flip out of the cup. Gosh, it looks so good, but it's barely filling the cup, but this cup is really big. Like, this cup is bigger, but it's skinnier. This cup is thicker, but shorter. So this cup is taller, but skinnier. This one's thicker, but shorter. Thicker, but taller. So that's why it looks like it's not filling it up. Okay, so I have like, so this is basically, I think it's mango or it might be peaches. And then pineapple, strawberry, and then also 0 sugar strawberries. Which they don't taste that bad. Like, it sounds like ew. But everything 0 sugar sounds bad, but it's not all bad. Except I do not like 0 sugar Gatorade. I'm sorry, but that just tastes so bad. Actually, I've only tried like 2 flavors 0 sugar though. I will be rinsing this out, by the way, like then put it in there, do this, rinse off the lid, put it so that I don't freak y'all out, like, it was in the dishwasher. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying half the time. I don't even know if some of y'all get what I'm saying, but test it. It's still really thick, but thin enough to go through the straw, so it's so good.